everybody, it's Christy. Happy Thursday. I am here. I am turning this phone off, well, so it doesn't ring. So I've got this camera. Hey, how is everybody? It's Thursday. Welcome to my craft box. If you see the live button, I am live. You can say hi to me. Sorry, I felt like a little unbalanced. My room is kind of at an angle, so my chair kind of slides back sometimes. So you guys have to excuse my hair. It's frizzy. I don't have any product in it. It's just dry naturally, and I don't like it. Hi, Wanda. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to do 2 more Valentine's crafts, including today's. And I don't know why this is in my way. Hello, hello. Okay, so I got 2 more Valentine's Day crafts. This is the second to last one. My last one will be on Saturday. And it could really be for any occasion. These are not just Valentine's. But my last one will be on Saturday. I'm in an event, and I will be on my page as well as in our Creative Kinship group. I will be on at 11 a.m. I am following Michael with Michael's Instructional Crafts, and then Jackie, Wacky Jackie. They call her Wacky Jackie. She'll be after me. So we've got a good lineup on Saturday. So if you guys are just in for the weather, or even if you're cleaning the house, put us on. You can always listen, and you don't have to always like comment and watch every single thing. But we always love it when everybody joins. So I'm super excited for that. I will probably be on tomorrow, probably around the same time early. Hi, Sasha. So that I can kind of get Fun Friday over. So I've got something planned for Fun Friday. So I'm super excited about that too. Okay, so we are just going to hop right in. So this is a cute last minute thing. I know you guys were seeing the spring stuff. So we are going to be using these little pots tonight. And then you get 10 of them for $1.25 or $1.50, whatever you pay in your Dollar Tree. And they're like paper. All right, so that is what we are doing tonight. I'm going to make a couple different ones. And I'm going to show you how cute these can be just whipped up last minute, okay? So I was just over here I was kind of going through my paint. So what I'm actually going to do is, there's my scissors. I'm actually going to cut, and that's the beauty of these little pots, because you can make them into all shapes and sizes. You can make them like a little pattern on top, whatever you guys want. I started painting this in my chalk paint, but I realized, y'all, my chalk paint dried out. So my white one, and I have a big one somewhere. It's probably in my stash. Hi, Mel! But I'm just using acrylic. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to make like a little V shape in this one, so I can kind of put some stuff at the bottom. Hi, Dawn. How are you? All right, so we're just going to kind of eyeball it and make a little V shape. And that's what I really love with these pots, because you can do so much with them. And I'm trying to make sure I get it straight, you all. So bear with me, because I do want to make sure it's somewhat straight at least. So there's probably a better way to do it. I don't have my little scissors, but that's all right. We're gonna eyeball it, and it'll be okay. Because we kind of want to make a little window for what we're doing. Okay. So there's our little peat pot is what they call it, I think. Howdy. I'm good. Hope you are having fun. I am. Hey. Okay. Dawn, I missed you last night, girl. I had a lot of people on here, and I missed you. Oh, my dog thinks I'm talking to somebody. She thinks you're here, Dawn. I shut my doggy door, so because our neighbors are out there building a fence, and now they're freaking out because they can't go out there, because I didn't want them to like bark at the neighbors, because I'm not going to be able to tell them, hey, stop barking at the neighbors. But our neighbors are building a privacy fence on their side, it looks like, which will be nice for us, because then we can just put a gate up. Hi from work again. Sharon. You're always working, dear. Always working. I know this is terrible to be doing. I'm gonna basically like cover this whole thing real quick with my, hey you guys, what are you doing? Oh, it's you. My daughter just came in. I'm on live. Say hi to Melanie. She's online. Hi, Melanie. Do you want to come say hi? She's camera shy, y'all. She's camera shy. Hi, Lucy. Welcome. I know I'm doing my live a little bit early tonight just because. So Kaylee and I are going to, I have to go over to Sally's Beauty Supply tonight. It's like 20 minutes from our house, but I'm trying to do it before dinner time because I do have to kind of cook dinner. But I am going to go get some hair dye and some stuff for my nails because Lord knows I need my nails done. So you don't have to get this exact, like if you don't get every single, it's okay to have some of that kind of come through as far as like the brown goes. But I'm just trying to make it a nice pretty color because we are going to decorate it a little bit. So this is the only one I'm going to paint for you all just because I'm not trying to be on here all night. And now that she's home, she's probably going to want to go. So Kaylee, Julie, Jolisa, show your face. Make her get on now. I wish I could make her do everything, okay? Melanie wants you to show your face. You better listen. She loves you. So, the story with that, for all of my followers that do not know, Melanie used to babysit when Kaylee was little. That's how long I've known Melanie. And she once told her one day when she was over there, she said, my name is not Kaylee, it's Kaylee Julie Jolisa. And I don't even know how she said it. Probably not even like that. But anyway, she wanted to be called by that. So Melanie never let her live it down. We just got home. We went to eat early Mexican food. Again, Wanda, you're always eating Mexican food. I love it though. I actually had, it wasn't that bad. So I got one of those like microwave frozen meals. And I know that sounds really bad for Mexican, but I got like the burrito bowl from like Michelina's or something. And I'm just going to let this kind of sit out to dry because we're going to work on a couple others before we jump into this one. So we can let it dry. But yeah, what I did is I added shredded cheese and sour cream and my own tomatoes. And it didn't taste like a frozen meal anymore, you know? It's my favorite of all food. Hi, Mom. Okay. So if you guys did not watch the reel, I posted it. I put it on my phone was dirty, you guys. I don't even know why I did that. I posted it on my reel. I posted it on my story. It's on my posts, obviously, under the regular posts. And then it's on my TikTok. So I'm on TikTok, the same name, Crafbox Christy. So you guys got to go follow. And I posted her. And I think the last time I looked, it was like 700 views or something. I'm pretty sure. Let me look real quick for you guys because I have to laugh about it. So let me see what it says.
It's Valentine's Day.
Oops, let's not do that. I don't own the rights to this music. I'm trying to look at mine. Okay, so 774 views of her shopping in my craft room. Did you guys see that? That was so cute. So we got through like half of the stuff and then she got really tired and she couldn't anymore. And then of course she had to go home because she had a doctor's appointment and everything. So we didn't get to spend as much time. So there will be a part 3 of all that. And she's going to shop and finish, hopefully the shot. So I think it's really funny. But anyways. Okay, so you guys, I was thinking, the one I love to go to is Los Pericos. I think that's what you told us last time, Wanda. I think last time, not besides last night. I think that's the one you told us you went to. So you're definitely a frequent flyer there, aren't you? I love Tijuana Flats. I am not a big fan of Chipotle because I don't do a lot of spicy, and I think that's why, because they do a lot of spicy, but that's just my thing. But I like Tijuana, and our closest Tijuana now is like about 20 minutes away. Like it's in another town the other way, but that's okay. You never heard of that? Hey, Jason, how are you? Okay, so this is my solution to coming up with, instead of cutting up all your foam, I just take the 3 little mini ball foams that you can get at Dollar Tree, And then as you can see, I did it in front of you guys. I cut it in half. So then now you don't have to waste all that moss. So I am going to put these guys in here. And sometimes these little pots can be like, you see how this one's a little bit deeper than this one? I don't know if you can tell online. But this one goes down a little bit deeper than this one, but that's okay because we don't mind it. We just want to put a little moss on top. So you guys, I am going to kind of show you something that I created. It's very similar to what I have online on my Etsy shop. But I'm a big geek at heart and I craft with these little figures, and I'm trying to find the one I had earlier. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. It's got great food. Love you, babe. Oh, was that Melanie? Or was that Melody? I'm sorry. I have a Melanie and a Melody. So Melody, that was Melody saying that, wasn't it? Okay, so I've got I've got Groot, okay? I've got the little baby Groot. Now, I make these in terrariums, and I put plants and stuff in them, and I put them in like a terrarium and a globe, and I actually write on it, I am Groot, because that's what he says in every movie. That's his one line that he has. I think he did talk in the last one. But anyway, so we are going to be kind of creating him in a little pot. This would be perfect for if you find a little figure, even if you find those little Funko Pop keychains in like your husband's favorite character or your significant other, whatever, you can pop off the keychain part and then throw them in a little pot and watch what we're gonna do because I love what I came up with. Okay, and I think I showed it online before, but I wasn't sure, so that's why I'm jumping on. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the Spanish moss. And yes, I did get this from Dollar Tree a long time ago. As you can see, it's still lasting me. Okay. But I've used this many times in many projects. So I'm just going to get a little chunk. Hi, Missy. Good to see you, girl. We finished the horse. Did you see last night? I thought you were on and I made a comment to my other friend and I thought it was you the whole time. And apparently I need to get my eyes checked. But anyways, we finished the horse. If you guys did not see us finish the horse, this is what we did. We put yarn and stuff for her hair. And this was just a clearance horse that we just turned into. Oh, not yet? Okay, well, you guys, you gotta go watch, you and Ellie gotta go watch the replay. So it's a fun one. It's a very fun one. So there's our finished horse. She'll be sitting up there for a little while yet. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm adding this into here, and I already got my styrofoam balls, so that will kind of keep everything held down. And I'm just going to kind of go everywhere with this glue gun. What I like about this glue gun is it doesn't shoot out like some of the others. And even though it's something that I have to get used to, but at least you won't have all this extra glue that you don't need. Okay. And you're just going to stick it on top. Because for the most part, it's going to stay together. And you can use like a dowel or something like this just to kind of push it all in so it stays. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Yes, I think it turned out really, really good. I think it turned out really good. Okay, so there is our little moss pot, okay? Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Welcome. I think you're new to my page. I'm Christy. We have fun here. I'm on a little bit early than I usually am tonight, but that's okay. I am here to craft with you. I have some errands to run. And I just got off work, so. All right, now, you guys have seen the red ones, and I do have red ones that we're going to use with our other one that we're making. Oh, you're from Maryland? Well, welcome. Thank you for sprinkling me. I've been to, have I been to Maryland? I have been to Maryland, yes. We went to Maryland for a concert one time. So I've got red and I've got gold from the Dollar Tree. And these are good just to kind of pop off the skewers, but we're going to keep them on the skewers. But I'm actually going to use the gold because it actually kind of goes with Groot a little bit better. So I may have to cut these though. Let me get my cutters. My husband is so funny, y'all. He ordered the wrong cutters for work because he gets like, well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say anything because we'll get in trouble, but he probably wouldn't. So he orders like tools and stuff for work, and he accidentally ordered the wrong ones. So he gave them to me because he knows I need them. So, all right. I'm going to stick the one heart in here like that. And then we're going to put the other one in front, but I want to place him first. So we're going to place him kind of in here. And that is going to have to stay in there for a little bit. Yes, welcome. I'm so glad all my followers are very sweet here. We do encourage each other. And we have a lot of fun. And sometimes I have guest people come on and craft with me. Sharon, I still need to get you over here, girl. I just reported us. I know, it was a tool. It was a silly, I guess it was like, it was similar to this, but it was the wrong size or something that he can't use because he does cable work. I'm going to a concert on the 17th. We're going to see Stevie Nicks again. I just love her music. And you know what, Cheryl? I do too. I love Stevie Nicks. You know, she's coming back. She's got some hits on the internet now. A lot of people are using her songs for reels and stuff. Love her, love her, love her, love her. Okay. So there we have our little, I just noticed there's like a little imperfection with him, but that's okay. All right. So then I'm going to take my other little skewer that I kind of cut down a little bit, and I'm going to put it in front of him. Maybe not that far down in there. Okay. And there's that. So that's just super cute the way it is, but we're going to do a little bit more. So I am going to, where did I put, I laid all my stuff out. There it is. Like, I laid all my stuff out. So I am going to go ahead and put a little wire in the back of him in the shape of a heart. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of cut a small piece that I think will go well. And then I'm going to make a heart. Or I'm going to try to make a heart. It takes a little practice. So you can try it. You can use this with a regular wire, but I'm using the I'm using this floral wire because it works just as well. And I'm just going to kind of shape it a little bit. I probably made this a little too I'm not loving my shaping right now, but you guys get the idea. So now it's like a little wire, like garden looking heart. And I'm just going to kind of glue it in there. But I'm not loving it. So let me try another one. Whoops. Gert, where are you going? So I work with these little characters a lot because I'm a geek at heart and that's what I like to do. So you can also use a pipe cleaner. You can also use a pipe cleaner would work just as well. I think I know what's throwing me off. This bead is throwing me off. I'm going to actually cut this one off. Now, you could use different decorations for inside, but I just thought these are super cute and tiny, just like him. They go with him perfectly. All right, so that's better. So I'm going to twist it around and cut just once or twice to make the ends stay together. And now we are going to shape it. And like I said, it does take practice. The first one I did turned out really good. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get it. Okay, there you go. So there's a heart. And I'm just going to kind of glue it down in there. Now you can stop there or you can add a note. I think I'm going to add just a little wooden heart that's kind of like a rusty color. You can even do green if you wanted. And I'm just going to kind of put it to the side. But it almost looks like, you know, his plants, like his legs or whatever, his plants, like as a heart for it. So if you guys see what I did there. And then I'm thinking a cute little wooden heart. And Dollar Tree has these ones that are pink and they're red. And then they have like just the wooden ones. I don't want to do one too big. If you do it though, you can put someone's name on it. You can write I am Groot on it. I just might write Groot. I don't know. Let's see how that will work. I've got some paint pens here. I don't know if they work yet because I haven't used these in a while. So let me see. Sometimes you got to be careful with these paint pens. Okay. You could use a marker too, but I'm using the paint pen so it doesn't bleed as much. Okay, I've got a couple of them. Please hold. That one isn't working well. This one's a little bit thicker. Oh my goodness. You all, my paint pens don't want to work for me. Of course they would do this to me online. All right. We're going to try one more. So this is how it would work. Hi, Christina. How are you? Hey, girl. Hey, hey. How was your day? How is Michigan? Oh, my goodness. Okay. The paint pen didn't work out great, but you guys would obviously practice and not have to use that pen. But I would say even if you wanted to put like a little stitching around it, that might be cute. Let me try to do that real quick to see if it will help. And the great thing about these little wood pieces is if you mess up, there's another side. So you're gluing it down anyways. But obviously, you know, you take your time and do it better. Oh, I love the new house. Oh, it is cold there. Yeah, it's been chilly here, but nothing I can complain about. The new house is great. We're still working on it. I posted my old fireplace was blue and we just did repaint it. I'm just kind of organizing like our projects, like so I can share them online. So there is our Groot. So there's one that we did. I'm gonna put him up here. You guys gotta excuse my hair. It's very frizzy and stuff today. Okay, so that is one idea. The other idea that I also make are, I know I got some Star Wars fans in the house. Oh my gosh, did you guys see the Critics' Choice Awards? I don't really watch award shows, but I saw this one. Hi, Iris. How are you? Welcome to my page. I'm so glad you're here. We're just making fun little pots today. Something quick and easy, just some ideas. But I saw this award, it's the Critics' Choice Awards, and this 9-year-old little boy, he won for like the best actor or something, and he was so excited. And he says, at the end of it all, he goes, I know where I'm putting this. I'm putting this right next to my Millennium Falcon. And it was the cutest thing ever. So I had to like, mad props to his parents. So anyway, I know I have some Star Wars fans in the house. And if I don't, I'm sorry. I'm a Star Wars person. I'm a geek that way. We celebrate May 4th. Like nobody's business. I did an art piece, which is still in a box packed with some of my family photos, but I did an art piece a while back, and I did show you guys. I actually created my own Star Wars character, and I made this Star Wars character and BB-8 together in this canvas piece. And I had a lot of fun because I built the canvas like it was like built with droid parts, if you will. So it was pretty cool. There was nothing else like it at the art show. And I put it at a pretty reasonable price, but I just had fun working on it. And it was funny because I told the curator, I told him, I was like, you know, I'm not going to be sad if I don't sell this, because then I get to take it home. So unless there's another Star Wars show, I get to keep it. So I'm pretty excited about it. All right, so I'm just putting my glue. If you just joined me, I cut this ball in half and put it right into the peat pot. Peat pot is what they call it, apparently. So I probably have way too much of this, but that's all right. We're gonna doll it up a little bit. We'll put a couple things in here. This is called Excelsior. So it's kind of like a light color moss. So this is called Excelsior, and the other is the Spanish moss. And then of course you have the green moss, which we could have done, but there was already different greens in here. So this is my little Grogu character that I put in my little terrariums, but we're gonna make them into like a little peat pot. And I may even turn them into spring, who knows? I'll start selling them that way. But let me put a little bit of glue. When I usually make these, I have like a little hot plate that my mom has let me use so graciously to melt my glue gun, and then I just kind of dip my pieces in there because I'm trying to cover a lot instead of squeezing so much on my glue gun. But that's usually what I do. He might actually be a little too big for this, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. Yes, girl, I'm excited. I'm usually Christine, if you're still on, I'm using your mom's lace on my next little pot I'm making. So you have to stay tuned for that. Just a little homage to your mama. So while I'm in here, I'm going to just go ahead and shout out. It is my sister-in-law's birthday. So happy birthday to Tina. I'm excited to spend her birthday. We're going to the fair next weekend. So I won't be live next Saturday, but I will be live this Saturday. So I'm going to put one little heart over here with Grogu, or Baby Yoda. People say that too. And then for this one, we could put a little ribbon on him, or we could do the gold star, or not the star, the gold heart, which the gold heart might actually go well. And I actually can do silver if I really wanted to. I could do silver. So I'm going to make it a little longer because he's a little taller than Groot. And I'm going to go over here. Or you can do one of each color, either way. There we go. So, and then you just put a little tag on it, and that's just a cute little something, right? Okay, so those are my two ideas for that one. I'm gonna put those guys up here. Yeah, he is a little taller. He's significantly taller. All right, I'm going to hit this with the dryer real quick because it is a little wet still. And there goes all of my stuff on the floor, but that's okay. This one's going to be a little different. Okay, now I just used the regular apple barrel paint on here. Hey, Peggy! Okay, I'm doing this one a little bit different. So I think I'm going to take just a little chunk, not a whole half. Oops. Not a whole half of the styrofoam ball, because I do want a little styrofoam in there. And then we're going to be making this one our Valentine's Day one. Hey, Sandra. Hey, girl. What you making for dinner, girl? Some fish? Girl, I was crying by the end of that video. Hey, I'm so sorry my phone was on silent. I didn't even know. I know, I didn't even really tell anybody. I just kind of popped on because I wanted to do it a little bit early. Yes, so I'll probably share it on my page. But my mom sent me the funniest crafting video from like, I forgot what her name was. But she was like a crafter from like the 80s. We're live, people. It happens. What can I say? Anyway, this woman was crafting with a real fish. Like a real fish. And I'll never look at fish the same again. I know, Sandra. I'm debating if I'm just going to tell people, hey, if you want to see the video, I'll send it to you, but I don't know if I should post it because y'all might hate me after that. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Sandra? But she was crafting with a real fish, and it was hilarious. I was in tears, and I had to watch it twice, and then I showed my daughter. And, you know, 18-year-olds don't care what you have to show them, but she was laughing. She was really laughing. The thing was, when she was done crafting with the fish, she said, now you can wash it off and go pop it on the grill. And I was like, no, you should not. You should not do that. Okay, so what I did, let me show you guys what I did now that I'm done telling my fish story. Maybe it'll inspire someone. Hey, you never know. Hey, hot hurt, stupid phone. Oh, it can never hurt. Post it. Okay, I'll post it. You guys, I'm going to put a warning on it. If you really love fish, don't watch this. Okay, so I just cut off a quarter of it, right? And now I'm going to put it kind of at an angle inside here. Like this, okay? I don't know if you guys can see that. Kind of at an angle. Because we're going to put the moss in front of it. Because we want to hide. We want this in here, but we want to hide some of the moss. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. But yes, it was hilarious. The sound effects were the best, though. Right, Sandra? Okay, that's what I did with it. I put it right in there. Kind of like a cone. Yeah, I hope I inspire somebody not to do that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sometimes. You just never know. You just never know. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program, which is me showing you guys all the fun, cute ideas that you can do. So you guys will be seeing a lot of this, like, little things for Easter too, because I want to start making more things for tier trays and stuff, right? So that's what I'm working on too. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a second, and I really like that because then it gives it a whole another dimension when you open it up like that. My new kitty Peaches is watching with me tonight. Oh, that's so cute. I know, I love your new kitty. You got a new kitty and I got a new doggy. I love all animals though. I have my kitty. I probably will not be able to own another kitty again though because my husband's allergic. And he already has enough, you know, he has enough stuff going on with when she's around. you know, he's very nice to her and stuff, but it's kind of hard. All right, so you guys, we're going to be using our cute little, remember I bought these little vintage people? I'm not going to say people, but I bought like a whole pack of them. I wanted to use one more before I stash that away for next year. So I'm using this cute little girl. She has her little dolly and her little heart. Okay, so that's the one we're going to be using. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue. I'm probably going to put, yeah, this one's a little longer. So I'm going to go ahead and from the sticks that we just cut the other one from, I'm going to go ahead and glue it there. So, and then I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it over too, because I need to actually do something to her dress. You guys will have to see and wait, see what we do with her dress. Now, this is going to take a minute to dry, or to harden up, I should say. And I'm just trying to put it all in there. Okay. So I don't want to move it, but there's our little girl and our little skewer. We don't want that one. Okay. While that is hardening it up, I'm going to go ahead and do what I was going to do for the trim on this piece. So because it's open like that, I'm not going to put it all the way around, but I'm going to stop it right at that opening. And I always use pinking shears whenever I cut like small detailed ribbon and stuff like that, because it's just better. This reminds me of the Baby Groot thing that you made. Yes, Sandra, I just made Baby Groot. I don't know if I made that one online or not, but I just made this little Baby Groot. The pens weren't working, so I'm going to redo his heart. But I had a few of them to make. So I still have it, girl. So PM me in a little while. Okay? Because if I need to send it out to you, I will get it in the mail. I will get it in the mail, girl. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this side, and I'm just doing trim just at the very top of the pot. I'm not doing the bottom. And I'm just kind of doing this to kind of hold it in place. And then we're going to stop it right there. Perfect. I don't know. I think these would look really cute in a tier tray, or just, you know, if you're a vintage collector, I think these are really cute. Okay. Now you could also do what they think, or what they recommend, I should say. You could do E6000 and hot glue, but we're just going to do this one because we're just doing this for the live. And I'm going to go ahead and put her in there. And this is what we've got so far, okay? So Wanda, you don't necessarily need a frame. I wanted to do something else, girl. Okay, so Christina, if you are still on, this is part of your mama's lace. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little lace around her dress, and I may cut it. Actually, let me take her out first. Just kidding. And I'm going to use my pinking shears again just to get it right. I'll probably cut it just a little bit shorter too. But I wanted to like put a little 3-dimension in her, you know, on her like that. So I'm going to go up the side and just trim a little bit, because we only want to just emphasize her red dress. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to double it over. So let me grab these. Are you doing any more shows before Valentine's Day? No. Missy, you weren't on last night. I got to message you. I had something happen at my last show where I usually do my craft shows, and I'm very professional, so I'm not going to talk about it like on live, but I'm probably not going to do craft shows there anymore. I'm still debating, but it's looking more and more like a no, unfortunately. And it wasn't me. So, hi Donna, welcome. Hey Fandy. I got a lot of people watching tonight. All right. So, it looks a little rough, but that's all right, because I wanted to put that down a little bit. So what I'll probably do is put this layer on top. Yes, either that or this one. Nope, I'm going to do this one so it matches the dress. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to put a little lace on her dress so it kind of emphasizes her dress, and that's what my plan is. So we'll see what happens. You got to do what's best for you. Yeah, I know, girl. I just feel so bad because I've been doing shows there for 2 years. I wasn't a newbie, and it was kind of disheartening. So anyway, that's drama for later. We don't need to talk about drama. As you know, girl, there's lots of drama everywhere. So sometimes you just got to walk away and do the best you can. And I'm in process of finding new venues, and I probably won't do any more before Valentine's Day, no. But it's okay, because then I get to focus on getting the house done, fixing the rest of the craft room, things like that. So it's not an all loss, in my opinion. All right, let me put that down. And then I'm just putting little tiny bits of glue where they need to go, because I did have some of that glue show, because it is lace, so there is holes. So I have to be very, very careful not to really get it, you know, where it's going to show. But I may even add a little button. So anyway. Okay. So I know it kind of hides her socks, but I really wanted to do the lace on there. I'm so glad. Okay. Maybe she still has her doll. And I have these buttons. So we may add a button to the pot too. Let me see. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add a little, because remember that the last one we did, there was like a little hole on her head. I'm gonna add this little tiny piece of lace I found into here and make her have like a little headband, because she's already got ponytails. And then she'll look like me, because I always wear my headbands. Or is she it looks like she's wearing like a little hat. Okay. Enough of this. I know you guys are like, get on with it already. I just like the details. Sometimes the details are worth it. But I had to hide that little hole in her head. That sounds so terrible. The little hole in her head. All right. So she's got her little doll. She's got her little dress. I'm going to put one more tad bit of glue here. So I can kind of make her skirt a little bit more rounded off there. All right. Now I have learned that you can always take the heat gun and kind of get those strings off without melting the glue. It kind of helps with the strings. So there she is. There she is. It's cute. Okay, good. I'm gonna put these over here for you, because I see myself having a disaster and having that fall. And I do not want that to happen. No, no, no. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stick her in here. How cute is she? This is like one of like the cutest little things. Okay. I'm going to put this little heart in here. That's why we put the little piece of styrofoam in there. Actually, I need to cut these just a tiny bit. So I'm going to cut these just a little bit shorter. Just a tiny bit shorter. Because we don't really want the stick showing. Now, if you didn't want the stick showing, or if you did want the stick showing, you can use like brown or whatever color paint and water that down, or put it on a baby wipe and then dye your little stick so it kind of blends in. But I don't think we need to do that. All right, this definitely needs to be... I know that thing is popping out too, but it's okay. It's all going to be in one spot. All right, I think I'm going to put it over here. I'll have better look. It kind of looks like a little box of chocolates by her feet. All right, the other thing I have is I have these cute little, these were from last year. Let me cut this in a little bit. They still have the little stuffing coming out. These are like the little stuffy hearts. Hi, Mary Jo. Mary Jo is welcomed in. It's nice to have you. My name is Christy. We have fun here. Tonight we're making a little vintage Valentine's Day pot. This is my second to last Valentine's, and then we'll move on to other other things, like bigger, better things is what they say, but hopefully they're better. We'll be doing spring in a couple days. You're from Nebraska? Well, welcome. I bet you it's cold in Nebraska right now. It was actually a sunny, beautiful day. It wasn't very cold at all today. I'm in Florida. So yeah, we don't get a ton of cold weather, but it has been a little cool here lately. So this is kind of big, so I think I'm going to actually just prop it behind her because I want to kind of add the white and red behind her. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. Move it over a little bit. All right, there's that. All right, so the only other thing that I was going to do with this one was we had the other wooden hearts that I just had. And I think I'm going to add a red one, a smaller red one, kind of in the flowers down here. And I was thinking about, remember how we used these last night? The little flowers? I was thinking about adding a couple in here. Kind of like she's picking flowers. And I think I'm going to use gold because it is a vintage looking gold. So we'll see what happens. It looks great. Thank you. I was actually 58 sunny here, so I had my door open for a while. Wow. See, 58 is too cold for me. I'm definitely, I originally was born in New York, but I've lived in Florida most of my life. So like anything under 65 is cold for me. I am like warm-blooded. Is that how you say it? Warm-blooded. Definitely warm-blooded. And I don't miss the snow. I did live in Pennsylvania for a little while, but I don't miss it. Not that part anyway. Okay, I love the little flowers. So I'm going to put the heart kind of down a little bit so that we can see it through the pot. But I think this is going to be really cute. So let me put our little heart down there so you can see it through the pot. It looks great. Thank you. I just love these little vintage things. They just make me smile. It makes me think of like the old times, the old days. I know I wasn't even born in the 60s, but I don't know. It just, I love watching old movies and I love old music. I appreciate the younger versions too, but I just love it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put, I think I'm going to lay the roses on there. I hear my dog barking. Probably sees people walk their dogs in front of my house in the evening, and he likes watching out the window at them. He's deaf, so he can't hear them, but he gets to see them. And my other dog just is cray-cray. She just barks at a lot of things. But we are headed over to Sally's Beauty Supply after this because I gotta get some hair stuff and some nail stuff because I am way overdue. Okay. You guys, this is so darling. Can you imagine making a bunch of these up? Okay, so there it is. You've got the little heart kind of peeking out of the bottom. And then we added lace and a little headband. And then we added a little heart over here, a little wooden heart. I need to glue this thing in a little bit better. And then the little heart behind her kind of just adds a little something. And then the little roses, like she's picking roses. And this came from, where are they? Oh, they fell. This is the little pots that you get 10 for $1.25. So I know we made a frame not that long ago that had a little pink dress girl. I think I gave my mom the other one to that one because it looked like her. But these are on Amazon. It comes in a pack, and I will tell you guys I ordered some for Easter, so we'll be doing more of these for Easter. I just love them to death. I think they're so cute. Here's that. Mom, I thought I took this one. Maybe I gave you another one. This is the other one we used for the pink frame that we got. And Wanda, I'm still keeping my eyes open because I have a feeling we're going to see some. And I thought I saw some on Temu, but I didn't get a chance to like click and go. Because when you click into Temu, it gets, you fall down this rabbit hole. So I have to wait till I have a little bit of time and when I know I'm going to order enough from Temu. But if I see them on Temu, I will definitely get some for you. I haven't forgotten. So there's our craft tonight, one of them. There is our little Groot. So, I mean, I wanted to show you guys what you could do with these pots. You can go, you know, the vintage look. You can go for the geek look. And then I did make a little, I made a Yoda one too. A baby Yoda. People say baby Yoda. It's his, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know it's baby Grogu. But these are our little pots. So it's a nice, fun, quick, easy idea. These won't take you very long at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you really like it, make sure you're sharing with your friends. Get myself out there. I'm reaching toward closer to 700 followers, so I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great evening. I will be back on tomorrow with a fun Friday craft, and Saturday is at 11. I will be on for my event with the Creative Kinship Group, so if you're not following them, make sure you go look up their page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.